Morning, nice and decent people. Big up to everyone in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Wherever you are watching from, good evening, good afternoon, good night, even. Welcome. Welcome back to BBK Sports. Thank you for making BBK Sports your channel of choice this morning. Where you, the football fan, have a voice. Lots to get into, people. It is the final week. Transfer window closes in less than a week. Is your team ready? City needs a keeper. I'm hearing they're going for Donnarumma. I don't know where these men are getting this Donnarumma's playing at this street thing. They need a keeper. We still need a left wing. Ah, Liverpool need a striker, or do they? Uh, Chelsea needs center backs. Man United needs a whole team. Them men brought a whole new front line and still haven't scored a goal. I'm looking for that Wahaha, you know. Anyone seen Wahaha? Wahaha, please come outside, my friend. We want to hear what you have to say about the Xerxes winner. Yeah? But big up to every single one of you in the building, locked in. I see we got the legends in the building. I see Anfield the Red already in here. Already coming off the win at Newcastle. You know what? Big up to you. Champions performance. Because I was ready to crash it on you, man, as well as the rest of the football world was ready to crash it on Liverpool. Because that was you were 60 seconds away from a bottle drop. Yeah? 10 men. You were 2-0 up. Regardless of it being home and away, 2-0 up against 10 men, you don't let them come back in the game. Off two set pieces, does Liverpool have a set piece problem? More to discuss. You know, we'll get into it. But big up to Bluebird. Darren said, "Dream on, Anfield." Hey, listen, there's a little bounce around the Arsenal right now, and part of that is one part of that is because we have Eberechi Eze now, right, a true playmaker, and the second part of that, I believe, is the absence of Odegaard, the addition by subtraction. You know, there are a lot of fans who are not sad that he may or may not play. Now, I put it in the thumbnail yesterday that they say he might be available for Anfield. I'm like, bro, I don't even want bro in this squad. Why would you risk him? If you value him that much, don't play him. He's going into the international break. He can let him fully heal over the next 3 weeks. Big up to Darren Martin. Anfield doubling down. We're gonna have our two center mids back working together, Grava and Maka. What happened to McAllister? Why wasn't he in the squad yesterday? Big up to Brett. Big up to the assembled. Big up to my brother, the Waffle Don. I said your two CMs won't help you because we're gonna have Eberechi, the boss, Eze. I hear it. Big up to who was that? Big up to the Toronto Guna. Big up to you, bro. Hope you are well. Appreciate you joining us. Zubimendi fit in. Zubimendi finna destroy all threats. Hey, Zubi due for a big game. If you look at that Liverpool midfield, like with McAllister, with Gravenberch and Sabos, like it's not physically imposing in it. So it's like I don't expect Zubimendi to face like a physical battle and all that stuff. You know, it's cool. It's calm. It's calm. Just got to big up the rest of the legends. The LFC said LFC 3-2, Eketika goal, and Bo Salah and Eze the braces. Okay, another 3-2 for you. All right. Big up to the assembled. My brother, my stream partner in crime, the Waffle Don, is amongst us. Appreciate you gracing us with your presence, my bro. Losing Kizia is a blow, but not if we're bringing in cover. The thing with me with Kivio, BF Gunner, is like, brother, you can go. If he's searching for first team football, fine. That's fair. Right? Footballers want to play football. We have one of the best center backs in the world playing for us that you're behind. It's not your fault that you're not playing. The guy in front of you is just levels better, right? However, if you're in search of first team football because you can make that Polish squad, I'm like, nah, brother, stop it. If you're playing bit part minutes for Arsenal, you will make that damn Polish squad over anybody else who was playing in Azerbaijan and shit or playing in the Polish league. Because we know you and Lewandowski. We don't know any other Polish player. So you're gonna make that team being on Arsenal's bench. But if you want to go, my bro, go. You know what I mean? Go on. Rapper Bluebird, proper entertainment. The signature intro, you know, the music has to Music has the music. Big up to Brett saying hello, CW4. Big up to the Tyron Taguna said first time hopping on. Appreciate you being here, my brother. We are glad to have you. I'm delighted that the algorithm found you. That way you can share your thoughts with us over here at BBK Sports. Garnacho was incoming 100%. Incoming where? He must be going to Chelsea. He best not. He best not be coming here. Big up to Richie B. Jason Guna in the building. Big up to you, my brother. Jason Buchanan. I don't know what me just call you Jason Guna. Big up to Richie B. Manners and respect. We don't need Isaac, but I'm gonna take him. Yeah, I think the deal gets done in these next 2 days, isn't it? Or is it gonna be a deadline day treat? Could Arsenal be involved in a deadline day fiasco? Because we have it in us to do a deadline day madness. It can't be this Piero guy. That cat's already out the bag. But Sky Sports is going to be very, very busy here in the next couple of days. Deadline day. I think that's the day they get like the most ratings. That's why they love this deadline day craziness. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do hit the like button on your way in. There's my brother from another mother, Waffle Don. Big him up every single time. NFC versus Newcastle, new game of the season. Game of match week 2. Game of match week 2, my brother. Hot take. You heard it here first. Man, Anfield the Red. Liverpool Football Club will not win at Old Trafford this season. That's my hot take. I think Man United, this shit version of Man United, will take points off of you at Old Trafford. Yeah. Man United are not losing to Arsenal and Liverpool at home in the same season. So I'm glad we went there first and took our 3 points. I think you men are going to struggle there. You might punch them up at Anfield. But at Old Trafford, I think you man lose points there. Ertz on high alert. Like, he is learning. He is learning that this Premier League is not the Bundesliga. We said this. We said this. You break the transfer record for a guy who's never kicked the ball in the Prem before. I think he's a fabulous player. I think he will come good. But, the same way Zubimendi's been roughed up in the first game and in a couple of preseason games, he's going to learn. He's going to learn you better get that ball and get rid of it quickly. As they will play at the weekend. He must. He absolute must. He must play. Liverpool are winning when playing badly as signs of champions, to be fair. Yeah, it is. I predicted a 1-0. I predicted a close, tight game. And in the end, Liverpool would do him in. Yep, I'm going to start this comment, the assembly, because I have to come back to that. Mac's wife had a baby. Big up Harvey22. Okay, damn. Gravenberch had a baby, and man are just knocking out them kids now. That's calm, man. Odegaard versus Worst. Battle of the boring cams. Odegaard not playing. He better not play. I don't want to see Odegaard play. I want to see Eze, Zubimendi, Rice, or Ethan. If Arteta is going to force Ethan, is going to force Eze out wide, out left, I'm okay with it if he's doing that to play Ethan. If he's doing that to play Odegaard, then it's going to be problematic. And I think if Odegaard starts, we don't win. Not predicting a loss, but I'm saying, not revealed as fake news. Just felt ill. Okay. They said the same thing about Gravenberch in match week 1 that he had a baby. Okay, it's calm. United front 3 will show up. We only 2 games in. Karma. But I would hear this. I would only hear this. But after 90 minutes play, you man were trolling Gyökeres. Blackmore team jam up. Matter of fact, it wasn't you, man. It was you. You, Jason Buchanan, was trolling Gyökeres after 90 minutes. When he did not score at Old Trafford, you man were on to him. Now, Shesko shit, toe poking pass outside of the boot, out of bounds and shit. You got Mbuemo looking like Garnacho. Cunha, class player. He can't hit that 002, 0002. So you can't. Gyökeres is going to show up eventually. You never said that. You said the Glock jam up. You got an entire front 3 jam up. And if Sesko is so good, why is fucking Mason Mount starting in the false 10 ahead of him? I can understand the first game. He didn't have a training session, not used to his teammates yet. But you're away. You are away at Fulham, needing to win a game, and you're bringing on center backs. You're bringing on Heaven and Maguire and Ugarte. You trying to win. And you have big bad Sesko. Come on now. That's the thing. United fans' energy is never consistent. Never. Never, ever, ever consistent. Big you up still. My FPL team goalkeepers. What? Yeah, that's fair. Well, goalkeeper. I think my goalkeeper. I got two shit goalkeepers. I got like Kelleher for 5 mil, and then that one from Brighton for like another 5. So yeah, 4.5. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not doing too well in FPL. I normally win it. I'm not doing well this season. Darren Taguna said, "You in the yes, sir? I'm in the West Coast, my brother. I'm in Seattle. I'm on Seattle, Washington, but I've lived all over. I've lived in North Carolina, New York, Maryland, Georgia, Oklahoma City. God knows I probably missed somewhere. Military man in it, move all over the place. Always on the go, my brother. Big up to Rambo Kanambo from the Unapologetic Podcast. Big up to Dr. Seymour Butts, journeyman proctologist. Wagwan, everyone as well. Hope everyone as well. Big up to you, my bro. Is Sterling playing for someone already, or is he up? Don't do this. Don't do this, man. Oh, you got Pickford and Vicario. Okay, got you. Don't do this to the assembled. Please don't put this energy in the air. Oh my God. Jack Lyons, as they should start against Liverpool in that 10-row. That's where I want him. Now the good thing is, right? The good thing is Arne Slot knows. The only thing he knows that it's not going to be Havertz, Saka, Martinelli front three that he has to prepare for. We don't know. And if we don't know, he doesn't know. And I think that works in our advantage. The delusion getting to BBK. Brother, they almost beat you at Anfield last year. Remember, Maguire got one to kick it to score and win the game, and he kicked it out of the stadium and shit. I do believe this. You know what, Anfield the Red? Okay. As much as I hate United, as much as you hate United, it's one common enemy, right? I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we're their biggest rival. You are. Right? Manchester United, Liverpool is the biggest fixture in English football. So they always say they get up for Arsenal, they get up for Arsenal. Yeah, they do. Premier League era between 96, 97, and 2004, we had something for them. They had something for us, right? Exchange of a couple of league titles. But you, man, you think they get up for us? They're going to get up for you, man. Like, no one saw them, doing the double on City last year. They did it with that team. I think Bournemouth beat them at home. What are we talking about? I can waffle so much I forgot who we're talking about. Big up to my brother, the Waffle Don. As they starting, bro, be very worried. As it has to start. Where are the Arsenal fans' chest for Sunday? We have it. We have it for the warm-up. The weekend warm-up, me and the Waffle Don, 4 p.m. UK time on Friday. Mad prediction for that game. But as toxic and as negative as BBK Sports may be, yeah, I am yet to predict the Arsenal loss this season. Yeah. 1-0 at Man United. I predicted 3-0 coming into the Liverpool game. Prediction to be announced. CBA. How Liverpool playing now is not sustainable. Yeah, bro. Anfield the Red. We're not going to do the pretend thing. Like, you, man, were 60 seconds away from a colossal bottle drop. The whole internet was ready to crash it on Liverpool yesterday. Big up to Scans. Big up to Scans, because I'm going to give Scans credit. Scans speaks fluent football, because on the Joy the Dread Night Owl podcast a couple days ago, Scans Liverpool fan, for those who don't know, Scans said this. He believes Liverpool are going to win because Newcastle are going to play the occasion. Liverpool are going to play the game. Something thereabout. Scans, if you're in the chat, if I misquoted you, bro, I'm sorry. I apologize. But something along the lines of that was what Scan said. And what the hell was Gordon doing running 30 yards across the pitch to 2-foot Van Dijk? He was playing the occasion. He wasn't playing the game. That wasn't a football play. That was some nasty, reckless shit. So they played the occasion. Liverpool played the game, cagey game, and Liverpool walked away in the end. You know, it's one of them ones. Um, Waffle Don said, "Words better off the wing, in my opinion." Yeah, he's finding it difficult there in the middle of the park. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big up to Wahaha. We found him, ladies and gentlemen. Wahaha is here with us. Big up to Wahaha. Wahaha, come out and play. Yeah, brother, we're still waiting for you to put 3 points on the board with your massive, massive upgrade in your front line. But ladies and gentlemen, today is 26 August, and it is 16 minutes in the video, almost at minute number 617. Turn your music up. Turn your music up. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Maybach music.
Rosea born stunner. I can blow money. 50 when I'm shopping. I'm burning purple flowers. It's burning my chest. I bury the most cash and burning the rest. I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Whipping work. Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yes, I'm the boss. Collar on my polo. Kisses on my necklace. All my diamonds watching out my... Follow me. I'm so sophisticated. To get a verse from me, you gotta be initiated.
Maybach music.
Yes, sir. The Broad Street Bully of the chat, the busiest mod in the building. Man like E. Ross, the boss, has blessed us with his presence today. Big up to E. Ross every single time for jumping in the chat room and giving us his thoughts on all things football. The man with the only man with his own introduction in all of YouTube whenever he steps into a chat. Big up E. Ross every single time. Now the chat may have become a damn casualty, you know, because when I go play the music, I lose complete track of the chat sometimes. Big up, man. Yeah, Waffle Down. I don't think I ended up in I think I joined the wrong league, you know. I think I joined the wrong damn league. Man, them spend 20 million on the forward line and all them no score a goal, but claims Gyökeres have more goals than the entire team front line. Yeah, man, I have to remind them. The minute the whistle blew, bro. The minute the whistle blew, them man were trolling me, telling me that Gyökeres is this, Gyökeres and that. And forget. They forgot, brother. None of you man scored. They've yet to score a goal. That wasn't a Lenny Euro goal. That was an own goal for Muniz. Big up Toronto Goon. I said, us North American Arsenal fans have to stick together and get this manager out. Yeah. The international fans must rise, Toronto Goon. That's difficult to do, my brother. Because, you know, word to Goon Lee, you know, yours and mine don't matter. But however, it's them damn match going fans that was standing up singing Super Make Arteta on Super Sunday after the third failed, you know, title charge, which annoyed me. You know, I didn't understand how they were up. Sit down and listen to what he's saying, but they were up, you know, they were singing his praises as if he had done something for this season when it was the same political speech from the year before. Make this hurt. But apparently it didn't hurt enough. You know, because we didn't rise. Big up to Toronto Guna, man. Big up to Cooper. And big up to Aaron and the community. Smash the likes and subscribe, people. You already know. We're sitting on 14 likes, says E. Ross and the Assembled. My mods, man. Big up to y'all every single time. Big up to Scans in the chat. Anfield the Red. So you got Grava. Who do I pick him? Grava. Rio is 4.5. But yeah, he's not going to get many minutes, is it? The 90th minute, Salah gets hooked and he comes on. He's not good. A lot of people are going to sub him in there FPL only for him not to play for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, Scans. Yeah, I got to give you your flowers, man. Scans did say that they were going to play the occasion. There is no other explanation why Gordon did that dumb shit. And Van Dijk, a smart, experienced player, make sure he pulls his sock down and show the ref, like, bro, look where man hit me. This is high up. I was standing up. For him to clip me here, that's a high tackle. That's a leg breaker. You know? And if you're Virgil, you know, remember, man suffered an ACL before. It's very, very nerve-wracking when men come in like that and just try to wipe you out. But Gordon, man. But this is the thing, right? Newcastle, it's a weird one, right? They have like a mentality block going on at Newcastle. Because this is the same Newcastle team who played almost 40 minutes against Villa with 10 men and couldn't score. But against 11 men, they having 10 men scored 2 goals against Liverpool. We're one of the best center backs in the world. You know how? So Newcastle, like, they must be kicking themselves in the foot. Like, how do we not break Villa down? You know? But big up to Gavin legend in the building. Big up to you every single time. Waffle, this guy doesn't do common sense. That's why I'm confident but cautious. Yeah, so not the only, but one of the positives going into the game on Sunday is that we don't know what the hell the lineup's going to be, and neither does Arne Slot. So I think that kind of levels out the matchups, right? Because if Arne Slot knows that it was going to be Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, he already has an advantage, or he's already 2 steps ahead. Because one, he knows the quality of Havertz and Martinelli is low, and then he already can start preparing for that right now. But he doesn't know who's going to be out left. I don't know. You don't know. Maybe Arteta really doesn't even know who he's going to play. Now, could this be another game, to use the Scans analogy again? Who's going to play the occasion and who's going to play the game? Because this is a big occasion for Arsenal. This is a bigger game for us than it is for Liverpool, I might argue. We haven't won there since 2012, they say. It's a massive time. Are the players in the club going into that fixture with a mental block? Because none of these players have seen 3 points there. They've gone there past 3 seasons. It's been 2-2, 1-1, 2-2. And they've been weird how the results have swung, right? It's been 2-0 up, draw 2-2, lose the league. Right? And it's been 1-0 up, Salah equalizes, 1-1. And it's been 2-0 down, Moreno equalizer, 2-2. Yeah? So it's been some weird results. And for this bunch to go to Anfield and pick up 3 points, I think it would do wonders for them going into the international break. 3 points, 3 games, 9 points, top of the league. It will be massive. I think it's a bigger game for us than it is for Liverpool. Play the game, not the occasion. Like Gabriel, Saliba, you might have dealt with better strikers than Ekitike. You've been there before. Do something, right? Mo Salah is Mo Salah. He's going to do Mo Salah things. Even though I don't think he was great yesterday, but big game, big players usually rise. I said DJ BBK. I have the mixer over there. I wish I could incorporate this stuff here in the StreamYard, but it messes up. I'm doing the running man to Eross's music. Big up to Yaga P in the building, resident Arsenal fan. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, man, of course, brother. You're the mod. My channel is your channel, my brother. Mikasa Sukasa. I swear, I think I joined the wrong league, though. I know I'm in Normski's league, and I'm in the Enemy Chat league, and I'm in the Reno league. But you're in the Enemy Nines league because I saw your name in there. I saw Waffle TV in there. But I need to get my captains and stuff sorted for this week. Just getting caught up here. Please forgive me 1 second. Dr. Seymour Butt said we have to first dismantle the North American Arteta sexual mind that have Reddit pages, Arsenal Reddit pages. Toronto Guna, are you actually in Toronto still, or is just in the name? Because that damn Steven Egal has given the Gooners in Toronto a bad name, bad name. So I don't know who's worse to listen to sometimes, either that Egal or that resident Man City fan. What's his name? Vader. I think he's from Toronto as well. He is a massive City fan, but Pep does no wrong in his eyes. Newcastle almost won yesterday without Isak. My chest is out for Sunday. Yeah, so Liverpool can be got at. Yeah. Liverpool have conceded 2 goals in each of their games. Do they have a problem against set pieces? It was 2 set pieces that Newcastle scored against them, right? Who's really good at set pieces? Who is set piece again? Ole? We have a song for it. Yeah, there's there's a different level of confidence that's growing in the Arsenal fan base. Now I don't know if that's a good thing. Big up to Hendo Guna in the building. Big up to Hendo. Big up Dre. I don't know if that's a good thing because you know how we get when we get extra confident. We we gas up everything. But I have an idea of what the starting lineup may be for Sunday. But who knows what Arteta would be. If I knew who was fit, I could probably highlight who he's gonna go with. And I probably should do like a raffle or something to see whoever get the lineup spot on gets a prize. But I already did the giveaway for the month, so we'll do another giveaway some other time. Big up. Where we at? Big Cooper says Arsenal the only club that is worse than with their captain on the pitch. But yeah, that's the thing though. This is a fair observation, but you're not even supposed to say this out loud. But it's true. It's true. To the Arsenal fans in the chat, because I know Anfield is here and Richie and all them men are still here. But to the Arsenal fans in the chat, if you are going in the creative space, and I give you 4 spots to live the creative players and how you rate them, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're probably gonna go Eze, Ethan, Max, Odegaard. Or you might go Eze, Max, Ethan, Odegaard. I'm going Ethan over Max because Ethan spent an entire Premier League campaign last year proving that he belonged in the Premier League, right? Max just came on and won us a penalty in 24 minutes of football. He hasn't really played that, but you can see the quality is there, right? You know quality when you see it, right? I ask you the textbook definition of pornography right now. Probably can't tell me what it is verbatim, but you know it when you see it. You know quality when you see it. Max Dowman has quality. It's there. But what other club can do that? That's a banging shout, Coop. We can name 3 players in the squad that's better in that spot than the actual captain. You could name 4 DMs in the league that was better than Patrick Vieira. You could name 4 center backs in the world that was better than Tony Adams. But we can name 4 players in the team, in the damn team, that's better than the captain in his position. That is criminal. Big up to Hendo, man. Hope we're all good. Big up to you and big up to all that's watching. The assembly's question: are we attacking to defend or defending to attack? What we need to do is make our attack our defense. Right? In the NFL, they say the best defense is a good offense. We've already spent 3 seasons saying that we have the best defense. We had the best defense in the league with Zinchenko lining up at left back, and we know he can't defend. So I have all the faith in the world in Saliba and Gabriel. If you get me a left back or a full back on the other side of the pitch who is as good as Timber on the right hand side, then with that back 4, I'm not sweating anybody. You could play 3 10s in front of them and just go all out attack. But I think under Arteta, defense will come first. I think he actually may set up where you see us defend for 68 to 74 minutes, and then he'll throw on Eze. If Eze doesn't start, throw on Eze and try to win the game, try to have it a go. I don't think he wants to play 90 minutes back and forth with Liverpool. I really don't think he wants that. I think that actually would work better for us because I think our defense is better than Liverpool's. Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it. I think the Arsenal defense is better than the Liverpool defense. Shoot me. Odegaard must not start on Sunday against Liverpool. It's a recipe for disaster if he does. If he starts, we lose. Well, I'm not going to say that. That's a bit harsh because he started the last 3 times there and we haven't lost in 3 games. At Anfield, 3 trips. But I will say if he start, we do not win. Yeah? We don't win. Yeah, Endo is spot on. All right, Waffle Don. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to pin the code. Oh. I have to do it from over here. 1 second, people. You pin the code so I can make sure I get it later. Join the correct league. That was definitely not the code. I think I joined somebody else's league, my bro. Scan say Martin, let's start on left wing on Sunday. Wants to double up on Salah. Yeah, I can hear that. I can hear it. And they'll say, VVK, join the league. I'm in code. Okay, I got you, man. So let me snap that. I'm going to snap that. Appreciate you, Hendo. That way you can see my poor football knowledge on selected players. Big up to Dre. Vader, I see him. I closed the stream. I see him. I closed the stream. Because, City and Pep. Look at that, brother. If you can tell me, the capacity of Main Road, then I'll listen to you. But it's cool then still. But when I see grown men who are my age saying they support City or Chelsea, I know they're lying. You're in your 20s, early 30s, I can hear it. But you're older than me saying you support Chelsea and Man City and you don't live in London, you don't live in Manchester, calling bullshit every day of the week. Dance obviously, so we're defending to attack. This is why hamstrings are a problem, in my opinion. Yeah. Yep. Fair point, the assembled. Yeah. And the ball's turned over, man, have to do gut busting sprint. Because you know what? I think that was like his second or third full sprint when he felt something. Because even though the goal, he timed his run so well, he didn't need to run fast. His positioning was really good. Is when he really had to stretch those legs, is when he had to take a seat. That was only 50 minutes in the game. Top Newton's already getting carried away, but it's a good time to play Liverpool. It is. It is a good time. I'd rather go to Anfield now in match week 3 when they have no established right back. I think Sabozla was there good in the first half. I think he was decent in the first half yesterday. No, don't know how good he was in the second half because I didn't catch most of the second half. I think, when Liverpool are unsettled, when Verse hasn't really found his legs in the Premier League, I'd rather go to Anfield now than match week 35 when we're locked on point. Yeah. Go to Old Trafford early. Go to Anfield early. I wish we were going to City away early as well. I think that would have worked out well for us. But, play everybody twice, they say. Ale is the last. He needs to be on the reserve. What we got? Cooper says, when Eroupe came on and the team was balanced, the tempo of the game was much faster. And that's what you need. You're going to need that against Liverpool. Because the thing with Van Dijk is he reads the game so well that if you don't move the ball quickly, level out, he'll nullify you. Because we know our striker is our striker, but he is not like blessed with blistering pace. So the ball has to get to him quickly. And I think if Ethan and Eze are on the pitch at the same time, Gyökeres will score. Yep. Because when Ethan and Eze, when they drop their shoulder and they go by their man, especially Ethan, if Ethan goes by his man, Wirtz or Sobozo in the midfield, all of a sudden, Van Dijk or Kanate, one of them has to cheat. One of them has to either leave and come close down the space or stay with Gyökeres and make their run. And then that creates more space for Ethan to run into. Now, the final ball from Ethan, the quality, the weight of that final pass from Ethan will be critical. But I see him do that 3 or 4 times. I think he'll get it right at least twice. Big up to AJ in the building. Big up to you, my brother. What's my rating for the transfer window so far? With Eze takes it to a 6-7. A 6-7. It's closer to a 6. I'm split in the middle, 6.5 to a 7, right? That's why I say a 6-7. Because we spent all this and we still have no established left winger and no established. That's right. Like you spent all this money and you're still short on one side of the pitch. Now you're going to continue the cycle of playing players out their position because Nani has proven that he's the right winger. He's not a left winger. He's going to be out there on the right. And I think he does start on the right on Sunday. Eze is not a traditional left winger. He's the number 10 that drifts left sometimes, but he's not a left winger. I don't want him doing all that running on the left-hand side, man. I want man to be able to do Eze things. Now, what version of Eze are we going to get? Are we gonna get the Crystal Palace Eze? He was free to roam and do Eze things. Or we're gonna get the Arteta version of him, where he's on the touchline, on the halfway line, running back, doing defensive work. So yeah, if we get a left winger and a left back, it goes to a 8, 7, 8. And then if we get rid of some deadwood, then it goes, 9. Because there's really no such thing as a perfect window in it. But yeah, big up to my brother, the Waffle Don. He'll try to contain Liverpool. The problem begins when he makes substitution. This is where Slot took him from his own job. Yeah. There are very, very few times where I've seen Arteta make a tactical in-game adjustment that wasn't due to injury that affected the game in a positive light. Right? It's Odegaard going off. He forced into that tactical adjustment, substitution. Now, credit, you did go straight to Ethan, like I've said on the Five Guns podcast. Like, he did go straight to Ethan. He didn't bring Moreno on and try to do the control thing because we were up 1-0. Normally, he's up 1-0. He will do some control. I think that if that was later in the game, we probably wouldn't see Ethan. He probably would have made a defensive sub if that was later on in the game. But that was 37 minutes. And you're only up 1-0. He couldn't do that, right? Couldn't do that, especially at home against a newly promoted side. So again, he stumbles into these solutions. You know what I mean? I said, but yeah. Yeah, give Ethan the minutes. Give it to him. Boy has proven that he belongs. Big up to Mr. Battered. Mr. Battered, ladies and gentlemen. BBK All-Star. Big up to you, bro. Member of the channel and that. Big up BBK in the States. I'm in Houston this week. H-Town. Big up to Mr. Battered, man. Hope you get some of that Texas heat. So you flew into the George Bush International Airport, yeah? That's what it's called. But big up to you, Mr. Battered, man. If you need anything while you're in these United States, man, make sure you reach out. Make sure you reach out, man. Big up to you, bro. Excuse me. Big up to Kwaja. Big up to Kwaja in the building. Smash the likes and subscribe to the channel. Cooper says 6 more. I'm right there with you, brother. Right there. A couple of outgoings. And Kwaja is harsh, Kwaja says bang average. It's bang average. The fact that we got Eze an addition, a real addition to the starting 11. We got Gyökeres, a real addition to the starting 11. Takes it above average for me. I'm gonna keep it fair. Can we get to 1.5K subs this year? What are we on subs? Let me see. I don't even. I usually check it when it gets close to a whole number. 1,700 is the next target. We'll get there. We're close. But big up to AJ, man. Big up to AJ every single time. Eros, Tony Gunner, and BBK stream. Yeah, man, you can do it. I'm an open book, The conundrum will be can he get fully fit squad at the time during the season? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ben White. When he's physical discomfort is what was listed on the injury report for Ben White after one game. After 60-something minutes of football, I think he played against Man United, and he's already. I don't know, man. It's a sticky one still. I don't think Havertz is gonna come back for a while. I really don't. That's why they triggered the Eze thing. Mr. Battered. Yeah, brother. That Houston barbecue. Welcome, Texas. Everything is beef, Beef ribs, beef everything. Texas, you're gonna enjoy Texas, man. Hot as hell down there right now, still though. Can we please sell Odegaard to fund Rodrigo? Brother, I would donate to a GoFundMe. If the club set up a GoFundMe right now. I wish AFTV would make themselves useful and do that. In a big account, set up a GoFundMe. We want Rodrigo. We want him. Let's go get him. Ask the question. Make it uncomfortable for Real Madrid to keep that player. Tomorrow, after the Champions League draw, it's tomorrow, isn't it? Or is it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday is the Champions League draw. Then we will further know because right now most of the people are saying that Arsenal are going to get some tough fixtures because um, I'm not sure if we're in a seeded pot one or pot two, but if you're in pot two, you're going to get some tough games. You know, last year I think the only really tough game that we got in the group stage was uh, Inter and PSG. The rest of the games we were favorites to win. Um, Cooper said, "Ancapai, Incapai, Piero." I'm gonna call it Piero. Ecuadorian international is a left center back, but mostly plays left back. Good addition. Um, from people who I respect, who have looked at him and say they like his profile, I hear it. I'm like, okay, cool. Um, but then I asked the question: he's a left-sided center back. Like, how good is he if he is coming to deputize Gabriel? But from what I'm hearing, he's really good. If he can give me any level that's close to what Timber gives us on the right, if he lines up as a true left back, I love it. If he turns out to be a true left back, he's 6 feet tall, good on the ball from what I hear. But Premier League is a different animal than the German league. I don't know what the hell is going on at Leverkusen, man. It's a fire sale. Does no one want to play for Ten Hag? No one. Who's all left? Ertz, Frimpong, Boniface. Now this guy, the manager, Xhaka, everyone. Leverkusen could easily finish mid-table this year in the Bundesliga. I might be involved. I might be invested in some Bundesliga fixtures. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie. Physical discomfort. I say that's most of the fan base mentally abused. Yeah, that's what was listed on the official injury report of why Benjamin White did not play. But people, you see it in the thumbnail. Right? 1 week. There is 1 week that remains in the transfer window. Is your club ready? If the Premier League said, "Oh, new executive order, the transfer window ends right now," are you okay? Are you comfortable with your squad going into Champions League, eight group games, 38 Premier League games, FA Cup, EFL Cup? Are you happy with your squad? I'm not. Hence why the transfer window was a 4-5. Still a couple of holes to be filled. Injuries, picking up injuries to Saka, to Odegaard, to Ben White, to Havertz in a 1 week span. Match week 2. When we get to December and the fixture congestion hits, we might be in trouble. Big up to Vigilante in the building. Mr. Baird said, and Cape is sensational. This is massive praise, because Mr. Baird knows this football. When he says he is sensational, I have to pause there for dramatic effect and think about it. Like, we're getting another sensational defender to add to an already good defense. Ecuadorian brothers got fight. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do got some fight in them. They grew rough. Like we say in Jamaica, they've grown. They've brought up kind of rugged. Their squad currently is one of the best young sides around. They will turn some heads at the World Cup. Yeah. So him at left-sided center back. I think the left back from Brighton went to. I think he went to Serie A, or Rome or somewhere. Was it Estupinan? Caicedo. Yeah. Ecuador is going to do some. One of those. I want to catch a couple of those South American games next year. When the World Cup is here. I've already contacted the RV company. Because what I'm going to do next year, I'll be fully retired. This is one of the reasons why I timed my retirement the way I did. Because there is no way 2026 going to catch me on active duty when the World Cup is gonna be here again. And 94 was a long time ago. I've been fortunate to catch some World Cup, but 94 I was very young. Yeah, caught the one in 94. Then in 2002, Japan, Korea, I was there, but military duties in Japan and Korea. And then 4 years later, the World Cup is in Germany, and I'm in Germany. First Infantry Division, the Big Red One in Germany. Then now it's back here. I have to. But I'm gonna rent an RV, drive around the entire country, and watch a lot of football, meet some great fans. And all you men from the UK, make sure when you're coming over. I'm gonna pre the England games, gonna make sure where those games are. Be in that area so I can meet some of you lovely people. But yeah, Mr. Batter says it's sensational. I am going to defer to Mr. Batter. Vigilante digging up the chat. Big up to you, man. Big up to Cooper. Said, thank you for your streams. I feel honored to be here along with our brothers, brother. Thank you for being here because this is nothing without you. I used to do these. I used to do these streams pre-recorded, because when we started doing content last year, I had to, work and build the panel up and build the platform. But yeah, man, this means absolutely nothing without the chat, the comment section. Big up to all the silent listeners as well. But the thing is, right, I look at football. I used to do what I call a week-to-week show, where I used to look at how the narrative changed from one week to the next. I just wanted to document just how fickle football fans can be and how the mood swings can affect an entire narrative. Because after match week 1, what were some of the talking points coming out of match week 1? It was like, oh shit, look at Man City, 4-0 blew Wolves away. Reinders is going to be a Ballon d'Or. He's going to have another Ballon d'Or next to him, and Rodri and City are going to run away with the league. That was the talking point around Man City. Talking point around Arsenal, oh my God, bad, warning signs everywhere. Flash, pick up the 3 points, champions performance, go away, biggest rivals don't play well, win. Right? But if you just look at how those have changed between match week 1 and match week 2, between City having blown Wolves away to being humbled by Tottenham. And now everyone is saying, oh my God, Man City's squad is not as good as they thought. Diaz is done. Their defense is shit. Trafford is awful. Edison is leaving. Donnarumma's coming in. All that stuff. The energy around Liverpool has been consistent, right? 2-0 up at Anfield. Equalize. Bournemouth. They find a way to win 4-2. But they also conceded 2 goals yesterday, but they also found a way to win. Champions performance in match week 1, match week 2. But some of the sway from one week to the next is so massive that I think it is worth talking about. Yeah. Now we're talking, Mr. Bad. Enjoy that Dodge Challenger. Oh wow! Rented me a Challenger. Uh-oh. You got the Hemi. You got that 5.7 V8, or you got the V6 one. You can. I think that the speed limit is like 80 down there in Texas. They raised it to 80, but you can put some speed to your ride down there in Texas, man. They're lovely people. We seem to have most hosts covered, but the system has countless hamstring victims. Yeah, the Hemis are a problem. Not gonna lie. Especially when this thing is super. You're far too kind, my bro. Far too kind. Hopefully it's cheaper than here. Washington State and California has the highest gas prices in the nation. That's why electric cars are so popular up here where I live. But up here it's almost $5 a gallon for diesel. Paco at PSG, Ecuadorian. Joel Ordonez, another solid center back at Bruges. Estupinian there for me too. Produced some very good players. Yeah, I rated Estupinian. When Kieran Tierney's was shown his P45. I was hoping that we would make a bid for Estupinian. He's so strong on the ball. The whip that he puts on the ball with that left foot, is you don't often see that in the modern game with all this inverted madness, But yeah, please like the stream, people, if you haven't already. It helps me out. What are we on the like, people? What are we doing on the like? Let me see. Legendary community got me on 20. Cool. We hit the target. We hit the target of 22 likes. Lovely people. Greatly appreciate it. Big up to Dre in the building. Can't wait for Sunday. Need them 3 points from you, my guy. Hey, we will talk, Dre. We will talk. 3 points. Would you take a point? Would you take a point right now? We shake hands and go the other way. You go do damage somewhere else. You go into the international break, get your squad fit, and then you go again. Because I do believe there will be 3 points. I believe the 3-year draw curse ends. He's gonna be greedy, yeah. You want all 3, okay? Hallmark of a champion. I didn't get to catch the second half of the game yesterday. I was locked away in a meeting. But from what I'm hearing, it was Newcastle that was pushing for the 3 points yesterday in the 11 minutes. When I checked my phone and I saw 11 minutes go up on the board, I'm like, yeah, Liverpool are winning this. Liverpool are definitely winning this. It brought me back to a couple years ago when I think it was Fabio Carvalho that scored like a last-minute dagger against Newcastle to win. You know, like Liverpool has been breaking Newcastle hard for quite a while now. You know, it might be something brewing there. Because I think the Geordies. I think this Liverpool might be the most hated club by the Geordies now. The Geordies are like, yeah, I don't want nothing to do with these men. These men are trying to take our best player. They took the striker that was going to replace our best player. And they're going to come here and you know. But they went down to 10 men and came back and they showed some resiliency. So I hear it. I said, nah, he wants all 3 points. Yeah, man, I hear you, my brother. I hear Dre. Taking no hostages. Kill everybody. A few good games later on today in the Carabao. You know, I had physical therapy. You know, I might just milk that. I might milk the therapy and not even just catch some games today. I see Wolves at West Ham. That's a good one. Bournemouth, Brentford. Okay. Can dig it. Millwall, Coventry, Norwich, South. Yeah, there is some good games VX Gunner. There's some real good games on today. Carabao Cup got some noise. Oh yeah, some World Country. Liverpool were getting battered. Yeah. But how is that possible? With 10 men. Like, who was out of sorts? Who was out of sorts in a championship, in a champion Liverpool team that make a 10-man Newcastle ascend in the game? No point. You have to be greedy. You have to really make a statement. Arguably one of the best squads in Europe. I hear it. Yeah, I watched a little bit of Serie A. Whenever Comer's on, I watch Como to see what Stesk is doing. Shangun is doing some watch-alongs for Como. Yeah, I catch Inter. Don't really watch Juventus as much as I used to, but I do watch Inter because I do like that Bastoni, that defender guy. You know, I like how he likes to defend. Liverpool are just bullying Newcastle like we have Spurs. Yeah, Liverpool are doing some little bro shit to Newcastle. The Geordies are not happy with them, man. Newcastle need a striker. I guess he do stand surprise move happening. Okay, yeah. Juventus been shopping the hell out of him for the past couple of years. You know, I don't know. I don't want to go nowhere near him. I think he could do well at Newcastle though. And Dre, from what I'm hearing, I heard that Ilanga was cooking up Kirkez. If Ilanga was cooking up Kirkez, I don't know. Maybe Madueke can get some change out of him. I think Madueke will start on the right. Liverpool doing their best to destroy his Newcastle squad. Gordon sent off. Doug Joe, Denali, and Shaw went off injured, and still they bottled the league. Yeah, like if Dre, what's your level of concern that you were 2-0 up and let 10 men come back into the game? Like, this doesn't happen to Klopp's Liverpool. This doesn't happen to the Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah Liverpool. You go down to 10 in the first half and you score within 30 seconds of the second half, it's 6-0. You don't concede 2 goals and make it a 60 seconds away from a colossal ball job. You were 60 seconds away from being a colossal ball job. So what's your level of concern for that? Because you conceded 2 goals to a 10-man Newcastle team. You know? That would worry me. Not gonna lie. In the last 18 Premier League games against Newcastle, Liverpool beat them 16 times. In other 2 draws, they beat us in the final, though. Yeah, it's been one-way traffic at the wins in the Premier League, isn't it? Yeah, that's calm. Man, dislocated his own shoulder when he was mad. Did that really happen? Oh, man, Newcastle agreed a deal for Larson. Okay. Yeah. They have to move. This is the final week. There is no fucking about that. When the emails are sent now and the phone calls are made, there's a different bass in the voice now. People are like, yo, we got less than 6 days to get this deal done. Let's not fuck about. This is how much we're willing to pay. How much are you willing to accept? Payment structure, what are we doing? We were robbed of a generational collapse. I'm concerned, but I call it teething pains because everyone's still getting used to each other. Yeah, I'm seeing the United fans are going in on Verts. You know, I didn't catch the second half, so I can't speak on the game holistically. But the first half, I think Newcastle. I was saying to Newcastle, you must score. Why you doing all this huffing and puffing? You have to score. Yeah, and then Gravenberch scored. Yeah, and then you come out and then you concede within the first minute. But it was a mad one. Liverpool are just walking into St. James's Park and just firing a box everywhere, and they shouldn't have beaten Liverpool in the final. Yeah, they did. Urquez was bad, but Konate was awful. A scale of 1 to 10, my concern level is 5, 5.5. Fair enough. I'm hearing the Liverpool fans on YouTube saying that Konate has in Madrid. Like Donny wants to go to Madrid. Did he sign already? I'm not even sure if he re-signed. But there's 2 games now. He looks shaky. Maybe he's carrying a knock or something. But there's something going on there. Carr just said he's overrated. Yeah, when I was watching him in the first half, I was like, yeah, man, we probably need to take him out the conversation when we talk about best center backs in the Premier League. I'm a Napoli fan. Imagine my surprise rooting for McTominay and De Bruyne. McTominay is amazing. See, Cooper is a Napoli fan. So this is what I do, Cooper. When I talk to top gooners who tell me that the manager doesn't can't do X, can't do Y, can't do Z, I'm like, brother, explain the Napoli situation to me. Then. Explain to me how Napoli can hire Conte, lose their 2 best attackers, and then win the league on the head tops of Inter that Conte just won the league with. That's the only right. Losing Kvaratskhelia and losing Victor Osimhen, that's a negative, right? You lost there, but you gained a world-class manager who went and got Lukaku and McTominay, and then won the league. Elite level coaching, elite level. But I have man like Cape that tells me that he wouldn't have Conte at Arsenal. Like Conte is washed. Like, what do you mean washed? Man is the current champion of the Italian football. Only Newcastle do that because they have a way of getting the ball into the box. The big Dan Burn, he is a unit, is he? Man, don't see other sides doing it. Arsenal could with set pieces Konate playing like his head's turned. Yeah. I saw Saliba putting a couple of performances like that. Like his concentration is so off. And as a center back, it's like 50% concentration and 50% effort. Because you see, man, they'll give you all the effort after they have a lapse in concentration when it's too late. But Konate just seems to be off it at the minute. Yeah. Big up there, man. Napoli is a massive, massive team. Urquez on set pieces this week, so we better exploit that. I want to see Benjamin White just pin him and Big Gabby just run on and just bang. And just bang. Big up, Cooper. Hope you are good, bro. Enjoy the rest of your day, my brother. I don't see Arsenal opening us up, though, especially with Saka out. Set piece your best chance as their free kicks and right corners. If I tell you what, Mr. Ballard, if Nani Madueke wants to ingratiate himself with Arsenal fans, he better put Kirkez on his ass. He better get those crosses in The Gyökeres can have chances. He must. What a good time to do it. Haven't won there since 2012. Not a good record, but if he could, if he wants to, win over the Red Army, he best perform well on Sunday. Kirkes has been a mess so far, not just the pieces. Yeah, he didn't look great. The assembled, Liverpool do know between now and Thursday we could see a bid for Isaac. Yeah. So I actually, on the Jordy Dread podcast, I said after this game it gets done very, very quickly. I don't even think it gets to deadline day, but I think he does. I think he does go to Liverpool this week. Well, this business week. You won't even get to next Monday. So by Thursday or so, you're gonna see a lot of noise, a lot of traffic around this Isaac deal. 25 likes, says AJ. Newcastle might be unlucky. Liverpool by both of them, and they are treating them like they stole something. Just the way they're going about it, yeah. And then, man, the Isaac derby kind of lived up with it. There was drama, there was fight, there was injuries, there was red cards, there was goals. But in the end, I knew it would be a narrow margin of 1 goal, so I predicted a 1-0 Liverpool win. Didn't see a red card. Didn't see a 16-year-old coming on and winning the game. I thought Mo Salah was going to do the Mo Salah things. There is the link for Dre FC, people. So, Dre, if you want to get on this week, my bro, quite as you can see, quite a few Liverpool fans come through the BBK Sports Chat. Big up to him every single time. Big up to you. Big up to Mr. Battered. Anfield the Red was in here earlier. We got LFC Monster. We got RSV. Quite a few. Chris Welch, Cans TV. Big up to all the Liverpool fans. Congrats on your 3 points, man. But we have the blockbuster fixture coming next week. Blockbuster fixture. What do you think of Gyökeres? Does he suit Arsenal? And based on what you see, can he have success? Yeah, I think he does suit Arsenal. We don't have a player like him. We need a player, a DIY player, do-it-yourself player, just like Calafiori can knock that ball into space on the left-hand side and he turns that into a goal. He had no business scoring that. That ball had no business going in the net. Because Kai Havertz does not score that goal. Kai Havertz gets that goal, he get that ball, he's passing it back to the left back or passing it to Declan Rice and running into the box. We need a striker like that who, going into the box and I'm going to have a shot at goal. We need that. Now, he's not as elegant with the ball at his feet and that type of stuff, but this is what he did at Sporting. He runs, he makes center backs uncomfortable, and I'm glad he got his account open because I didn't want him going to Anfield on an empty account. So he banged the goal, banged the pen. His levels are up, his confidence is up, and I think he's done well. I think he's done really well. We needed a player like him. But yeah, I'd rather have Isaac. I think Isaac is just another level, above. But yeah, big up to you. As they has Liverpool's number, he's been batting us up in recent years at Palace. If he starts in the 10, I see a good game. Yeah, if he starts in the 10, I don't know who's gonna. Well, he's gonna. If Eze starts in the 10, it's gonna be Martinelli and probably Madueke. That means Ethan doesn't start. So yeah, it's gonna be. Gyökeres is a proper striker, says Vigilante. That goal, yep, out of nothing. He had no business scoring that, but then that would have fallen over. He would have tackled himself. He would have absolutely tackled himself. But oh my days. Big up to the Vigilante, man. Big up to Mr. Batter, JFC, AJ, everyone who passed through BBK Sports today. I do have to go. It's physical therapy time here very shortly, people. But I will be back. Tomorrow, possibly later on the night out with the Jordy Dread. I'm on the Bruce Banana podcast with Shanguna on Thursday. Lots of work to be done in the world of content. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.